Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the signature 30 minutes. I am Obomman Marvelous. Now in the headlines, youth charged to solve societal problems. Prosecution Council's absence stalls trial of Okorocha's associates and workers. Governors back continuous use of AstraZeneca vaccine, asks Nigerians to remain calm. And now the details. The former Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed has advised Nigerian youths to strategically position themselves into solving societal problems if they want to take over power. He gave the advice while declaring open the Democracy Youth Roundtable discussion held on Thursday in Abuja. Signature TV correspondent Idris Ibrahim was at the roundtable discussion and now reports. The former Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed said that as 2023 election draws nearer, Nigerian youths should stand up with their voters' card and select a leader based on content, character, and transparent track record. Ahmed, who said that the essence of the discussion was to redefine Nigeria's leadership selection process, advised Nigerian youths to look beyond tribe or religion and focus on building capacity.
The youths have to see themselves beyond just participating in social media. Programs like this is one of the best things that can happen to youths. But it shouldn't stop here. It should translate to other activities. You have to participate. You have to recognize that the strength of change lies in your hands. Your voter's card. And you have to understand that the voter's card can only work if there's a process that will make it work. So you have the right to demand an electoral process that will ensure that your votes are counted. Don't allow yourself to be railroaded into processes that see youth being engaged as thugs or being distributors of funds to people during elections.
The former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, stated that the reason different groups in Nigeria are clamoring for change is because there is no equity in federal government's policies across the federation.
The future of this country belongs to and can only be determined by the youths of this country. You are the future. You are our glory and our strength. You are our everything. You need to have power and principle together. So you can have all the principle in the world, all the good intentions in the world. If you don't get power, you can't make use of them. You can have all the power in the world, but if you don't have principle, you cannot make any difference. In fact, you'll be dangerous to yourself, you'll be a danger to your country, and a danger to your people. So it's time for you to rise up and not just be sitting on the side of sitting on one side of the road and watching and commenting and writing, but to participate so that you can bring whatever you have to the table and you can acquire the power you need to ensure that you effect the change that you seek for.
The convener of the program this month, Abola, said the discussion is aimed at bringing youths to be part of electoral and democratic process in Nigeria.
Democracy Roundtable is also designed to see a reform to the electoral system in Nigeria, where we can believe that by organizing these events, we'll advocate for a better electoral process and how the youth can be part of the democratic process of Nigeria.
At the end of the discussion, solutions to some of the challenges preventing youths from entering into politics were proffered, and also ways to actively engage the youths in governance were suggested. I am Marvelous Obomman for Signature TV, Abuja. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says integration of artisan refinery operations into the oil industry will help reduce youth restiveness in the country, especially the Niger Delta region. Osinbajo said the integration will also promote availability of petroleum products, employment opportunities, and reduce the cost of petroleum generally. He made a statement on Tuesday while declaring open a two-day national summit on the integration of artisanal refinery operations into the downstream oil and gas sector held in Abuja. Signature TV correspondent Usman Nasiru was at the summit and now reports.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, in his keynote address, said that activities of artisan refiners will be regulated to prevent environmental degradation, assuring of government's continuous support.
We're very confident that the integration of artisanal and modular refinery operations into the oil and gas sector will not only promote the inclusion of more local content in the industry, it will advance the use of homegrown technology in the refining of petroleum products and also curtail illegal activities in the Niger Delta region. It will also promote the availability of petroleum products, stabilize prices, eliminate shipping costs, and provide employment opportunities for the young people in the region.
The convener of the summit, Senator Eta Enang, who is a senior special advisor to the president on Niger Delta affairs, said that petroleum products are refined by operators of artisan refineries in the Niger Delta states without payment to the Federation account. He regretted the resultant pollution of the environment from the indiscriminate disposal of refining byproducts and stressed the need to regulate the production process by relevant authorities to save the ecosystem.
The activities of the artisanal refiners has posed great danger and losses to the national treasury via busting of crude oil pipelines, taking the oil and refining crudely and illegally, selling same without remittance to the Federation account, and throwing the components they cannot process into the environment, thus damaging the environment, thus the need for remediation and at incredible cost to the nation, oil companies, and so on, as well as damage to our ecosystems.
The Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Prince Clem Awa, noted that government support of modular refineries will increase national development and help sustainability and sufficiency in petroleum products. The minister, who decried the economic downturn caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, stated that the burden can be reduced by integrating the entrepreneurial capability of youth in the Niger Delta region.
The entrepreneurial orientation tendencies exhibited by the operators of the artisanal refineries can be enhanced and put to good use. Consequently, at this stage of our national development, small-scale artisanal modular plants will yield more economic benefits and return on investment than the large-scale counterparts, and with the proper government incentives, may solve the problem of fuel scarcity and imports, which a giant oil-producing country like Nigeria should not experience.
The inability of the Prosecution Council to appear on Thursday stalled the trial of 14 associates and workers of the former governor of Imo State, Senator Rochas Okorocha, in an Owerri magistrate court. The 14 loyalists and workers of Senator Okorocha were on February 22nd accused of conspiring among themselves to disable a lawful order issued by the state by removing the seal of the state government and entering into the sealed premises of Royal Spring Palm Hotel and apartments belonging to Okorocha. The Director of Public Prosecution, who is the State Counsel, S.C. Ibechem, informed the court that he had taken ill and was only in the court to explain his inability to continue prosecution of the case. The matter was subsequently adjourned to April 22nd for continuation of the trial. Members of the Nigeria Governors Forum have supported the continued rollout of the AstraZeneca vaccine across the country. They stated that the vaccine was safe for use, stressing that no side effects had been reported by those who had so far received the vaccine in Nigeria. Some concerns about the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which had been suspended in some countries, warranted the discussions at the meeting of Nigeria Governors Forum held on Wednesday The meeting, which was presided over by Nigeria Governors Forum Chairman and Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi, received a brief on the status of the vaccine rollout from its COVID-19 Technical Advisory Group, led by renowned virologist Professor Oyewale Tomori. In his briefing, the Technical Advisory Group recommended that Nigeria should continue to vaccinate all eligible persons with the AstraZeneca vaccine in line with the latest recommendations of the World Health Organization. The governors, in response, repeated their belief in the safety of the vaccine and agreed to continuously encourage uptake of the vaccines by all eligible persons in their states. The Federal Executive Council (FEC), presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday, approved 11.72 naira for projects in the Works and Housing as well as Health Ministries. The Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Fashola announced this to State House correspondents after the week's virtual FEC meeting in Abuja. The minister said 8.649 billion naira was approved for his ministry as a variation for works on the Enugu-Onitsha highway. The Health Minister, Dr. Osagi Ehanire, said the council approved over 3 billion naira for 6 contracts for the supply of laboratory equipment on behalf of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control to strengthen its work in various parts of the country, not only for COVID-19 but for any other disease outbreak of public interest in the future. Issa Duse, who is the immediate past permanent secretary of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, has been appointed as the executive director on ISDB board by President Buhari. This was announced by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a statement on Tuesday in Abuja. He is to take over from Shuaibu Gambo, who was appointed on July 1st, 2011, and has held the position for about 10 years. He is expected to bring to the board new ideas, innovations, and contributions and provide Nigeria with the opportunity for a voice to demand and access additional resources from the bank. According to Shehu, he also interacted with development partners and international financial institutions during his tenure as permanent secretary and is quite familiar with the modus operandi of multilateral institutions such as ISDB. The police public relations officer in Jigawa State, Zarhadeen Aminuddin, has just confirmed the killing of a young man by gunmen during an attack on his father Abubakar's house in Kawo, a community in Jigawa State. His father's house came under attack very early on Wednesday morning in Birnin Kudu local government area, and the assailants kidnapped the mother and brother of the victim. Aminuddin stated that gunmen shot Yusuf, who was rushed to the Federal Medical Center, Birnin Kudu, and was certified dead by a medical practitioner. The Commissioner of Police in the state has deployed operatives of the anti-kidnapping unit to Birnin Kudu. The police spokesman said that the security operatives were directed to rescue the kidnapped persons and arrest their abductors with a view to bringing them to justice. The wife of the Els Delta Deputy Governor Tuwere Otuama, aged 65, has died last week after a brief illness, but the information was kept from the public and her husband, who is said to be having some health challenges at the moment. Amos Otuama, a 2-term deputy governor, served under the administration of the immediate past governor, Emmanuel Udoaham, between 2007 and 2015. A political associate to the former deputy governor said that the news of the death of the wife of the former deputy governor of Delta State broke out since last week, but was kept secret from her husband, who was already at the airport in Lagos to be flown abroad for an illness suspected to be partial stroke. It was done so as not to worsen his health condition. Meanwhile, the death of the woman has been confirmed in a statement signed by the former Minister of Information, Edwin Clark, and Special Advisor to Delta State Governor's son, Ebikeme Clark. The African-American music producer, rapper, and fashion mogul Kanye West is now officially worth $6.6 billion, making him the richest black man in America's history. Around this time last year, West became a certified billionaire with the help of his successful apparel and sneaker brand, Yeezy, and a new multi-year contract with Gap. According to Business of Fashion magazine, the Yeezy brand is valued at $3.2 to $4.7 billion. As for the new Yeezy Gap line, which is set to be released later this summer, the new venture is expected to be worth more than $970 million. Since West remains the sole owner of the Yeezy company, much of his personal net worth is attributed to his recent business decisions and the $1.7 billion that he pockets from additional assets, including his significant investment into his soon-to-be ex-wife's Kim's label. An unedited balance sheet of West's finances has also revealed that West has $122 million in cash and stock, while his entire music catalog is worth $110.5 million. Nigerian banks and telecommunication companies will grasp at least 564 million naira in the next 12 months as profits from the new mobile banking fee approved by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian Communications Commission this week settled a prolonged row between banks and telecoms by imposing a new fee for the bank's short code service, known as USSD, which allows millions of Nigerians to use their mobile phones to access financial services daily. The Association of Licensed Telecommunication Operators of Nigeria, ALTON, said its members were owed 42 billion naira by banks and threatened to suspend the service. Starting March 16, subscribers now pay a flat rate of 6.98 naira each time they use the USSD for banking transactions. The Central Bank of Nigeria said a move that has angered customers and alarmed advocates of financial inclusion. The Central Bank of Nigeria claimed the billing will ensure a much cheaper average cost for customers to enhance financial inclusion and promote transparency in its administration. The new USSD charges will be collected on behalf of MNOs directly from customers' banks' accounts. Akwa United beat FC Ifeanyoba 1-0 courtesy of Ndifreke Effiong penalty. With fewer chances created in the game, the only goal came from a penalty kick in the 20th minute by Effiong to score his 8th goal of the season. The coach of Akwa United, Kennedy Boboye, was booked for speaking up to the referee about a foul on his player, and in the 92nd minute, Wilson Elu of Akwa United received a red card for a high boot challenge after just coming on 6 minutes to stoppage time. Nonso Nzediegwu from Ifeanyoba was spectacular as he completed some of his dribbles, although his team was unlucky not to get a point in the away fixture. Akwa United did a good job not to concede and was solid at the back. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Youth charged to solve societal problems. Prosecution counsels absence stalls trial of Okorocha's associates and workers. Governors back continuous use of AstraZeneca vaccine, asks Nigerians to remain calm. Please do well to stay safe, maintain physical and social distance, and wear your nose masks while going about your daily activities. And that's the signature 30 minutes. On behalf of my producer, Damilola Abudu, I am Oboman Marvelous. Thanks for watching.